A very good afternoon. It is another beautiful last Tuesday of the month. Welcome to Younib TV News at 1, your daily dose of news updates. This afternoon, we have much lined up for you, including the reforms Treasury CS outlined in a bid to increase the country's savings. This and more is coming to you after the highlights.
Create 1,000 jobs and kill 100,000 jobs. We are not going to be a part of the death of this town.
Everybody who is registered in our system names has been captured and will receive, and schools will receive the right capital.
Oh, it is not working. Gee, what? I am not going to buy that narrative.
Welcome, my name is Eunice Mutua. National Treasury Cabinet Secretary John Mbadi has detailed significant reforms intended to minimize waste within the government. During the launch of the budget preparation for the fiscal year 2026-2027, CS Mbadi cautioned accounting officers in ministries, departments, and agencies who have not yet adopted the e-procurement system, warning of repercussions for non-compliance. Mbadi emphasized that there will be no reversal on this issue.
And this e-procurement, you people must implement it. This resistance I'm seeing, you will just have to stop. Oh, it is not working. Gee, what? I am not going to buy that narrative. I know many people are frustrating this system. We are not going to allow it. You better embrace the system and get going. Otherwise, you will not. So someone has quoted 1 billion less, but is denied opportunity to do business with government because you want another person to win that tender. And so you will manipulate the documents. You will plug those papers. That is what we are trying to cure with e-procurement.
Now we want to unify what we call Human Resource Information System with IFMIS, and to make sure that there are statutory deductions so that as we pay salaries, simultaneously KRA gets their payee, SHA gets the SHA, and NSSF and all that are recipients of statutory deductions get on time.
Some counties pay 55% of their revenue of what they get, both from the national government and on-source revenue. They pay 55% to staff. They have employed people who should not even be in the payroll, directors of everything.
In the current anti-fraud initiative within the health sector, the Ministry of Health has reported that it has intercepted fraudulent claims amounting to 10.6 billion shillings from health facilities directed to the Social Health Authority SHA and has halted the associated payments. As a result, 45 health facilities implicated in these fraudulent claims have been mandated to cease operations due to non-compliance.
Since I took office on April 1st, 2025, we have intensified the fight. The primary function of our digital system is to detect fraud. We have seen that facilities are looking for innovative ways to cheat the system, but our digital architecture is designed to detect and flag anomalies at every stage of the claim process. 8 facilities in Mandera, 312 patients, we have the names of those patients, went through 8 facilities in one town, in one day, and making the claims to Social Health Authority. Nabwala Hospital in Bungoma, falsified claims for multiple cesarean section on the same patient within days, unsupported maternity claims. In the Kotiende Medical Center in Homa Bay, fabricated clinical documents with a single person signing off for both day and night shifts over consecutive days, which to us is humanly impossible. To all our health providers, consider this a final warning. Organizations have no contractual obligation with the Social Health Authority. That is not provided in the Social Health Authority Act. For example, Nairobi Hospital, Aga Khan, Kenyatta National Hospital, Kenyatta University, any facility, both public, private, faith-based, have individually contracts with the Social Health Authority. So this is a final warning that we are watching. Any facility, any doctor, or any patient to be involved in fraudulent activities will be held liable and will face the full force of the law.
Schools are currently imposing charges for remedial and other unauthorized fees to permit students to return for the final term, leading to significant outrage from parents who are relying on the commitment to free basic education. This situation arises as educational institutions face operational difficulties in the third term due to delayed funding that dates back to the previous term.
Wakati tu mzazi anang'ang'ana kulipa ile fees, unapata hiyo fees iko extra 4,000. Ukiulizia hiyo extra 4,000 au ambiliwi ati hii ni kwa hii na ilifanya hii na hii. Hiyo ni development na hiyo ni tuition fee.
Last year but one when this principal came, this money ilirushwa kwa school fees. Asa ikakuwa ni mandatory. You understand? Hii mambo ya tuition, to me as my understanding, tuition is not mandatory. Mzazi akisema atalipa well and good. Asipolipa hapana, but sasa hii ikawa ni mandatory. Inaekwa kwa school fees, inafika wakati mpaka wanafunzi wanafukuziwa hiyo 2,000.
Tomorrow money for capitation will go to the Ministry of Education. But it is not enough. So I want you to help National Treasury by making more resources available. We educate our children, we provide enough money for health.
Everybody who is registered in our system NEMIS has been captured and will receive, and schools will receive the right capitation.
Nchi yetu imekuwa na changamoto nyingi ya hapa na pale, kwa sana mambo ya kalo.
The academic staff at Moi University will maintain their strike after a meeting with the institution's management failed to reach an agreement. The administration says it is working to honor the return to work deal that ended a 3-month strike last November despite ongoing financial challenges. Marshal Boga noted that the university remains hopeful about regaining its former prestige.
We need to see willingness. We want to see the employer committing to meeting this. To date, the employer has not met any of those obligations that we promised in the return to work formula.
We've been making some progress in terms of engaging and ensuring that the issues mentioned are actually resolved. So the issues that have not been handled are actually of a financial nature. And because of this position that the university is in, we are in constant engagement with the Ministry of Education, with other relevant arms of government, to find ways of raising the fund. The only challenge is that, they remained, they were not resolved, so they have accumulated to a point now that there is so much that needs to be done. And because these are things which are historical, it is going to take a while to actually address the same. In this approach, the issues that we used to have in the past where, capitation would change and you don't know exactly what informs the same will no longer be an issue. Because even for us as an institution now, by simply looking at the number of students, we can almost tell how much money we are going to get from the government. So it is easy for planning.
Pesa itoke kwa wakati sawa kwa kila mwanafunzi, maana sisi wote tuna mahitaji sawa kama wanafunzi. Itoke tu, siku wengine wanapata kidogo, wengine wasubiri, kwa sababu wengine wataenda mpaka Septemba mpaka Oktoba bado hajapokea. Sasa kwa mwaka huu tunaomba itoke tu kwa wakati sawa, kila mtu atatue matatizo yake hapa shuleni.
We are going to take a short break, but we'll be back with more. Welcome back. Transport services in Nyeri town were brought to a standstill as matatu operators removed their vehicles from the streets in response to a directive from the Nyeri County government mandating their relocation to the Field Marshal Muthoni Kirima bus terminus. The operators argue that this relocation will jeopardize their livelihoods, particularly for those dependent on the matatu business, and are urging the county government to reconsider its decision.
Hauta control county kama classroom. Hatutasimama hapa, you create 1,000 jobs and kill 100,000 jobs. We are not going to be a part of the death of this town.
Hii magari unaona hii yote watu wamekopa pesa ndio wanunue magari. Tutakuwa tunaenda hatua moja mbele, tunarudi mbili nyuma.
Kawa shinaenda huko juu, narudisha parking. Hasara yote sasa magari kama yenye tunafanya hapa Nyeri kwa siku moja. Tuafanyiwe hesabu ya siku moja, hasara yenye tunaenda siku moja ya parking na parking. Hata sijui kama inaweza hesabika.
Upande huu wa chini kuna mto. Upande huu mwingine kuna hospitali, kuna KMTC. Upande huu wa kulia kuna mto, kuna repair and rad na kuna road reserve. Hii stage watu watapanuka namna gani? Biashara zitakuja wapi huko nasema zitakuja.
Tunaomba hawa watu wa county na watu wa matatu waongee hii mambo ya mgomo tuone kama itaisha.
Na town ikae hivyo tutaendelea vizuri na tutanawiri. Wakae na sisi hapa ndio makastomers wa furu.
Na ni kitu walijadiliana na county wajengewe hiyo stage waende huko. Sasa wakati stage imemalizika wanakataa kwenda. Wanataka nini town?
It has recently come to light that the deaths associated with the cult in Kwabinzaro village located in Kilifi County are being funded by certain individuals who are currently under police scrutiny for their involvement in facilitating extreme religious activities. Detectives are actively examining the financial connections between the suspects and their backers, with court documents indicating that the funds were utilized to accommodate the victims in radicalization cells and to transport them to the forest initially.
Today, we've been able to exhume 4 bodies. We've arrested the main culprit, the lady who was operating here, and also for 10 other suspects. So we have a total of 11 people. There are a number of areas where we've taken action on people who are doing these extreme things or radicalization kind of. We've arrested people in Kanze, in Kilifi County, Kaloleni, and also in Kwale, at Kinango, doing crazy things in the name of religion, following the leads from the communications that are going on. So we are still moving on. We'll arrest more people once the investigation is established, because we really want to bring a closure into this. Coming back, or the people that were here are the people that we rescued in 2023. So we'll appeal to the families kindly. Once we cancel these people, rescue these people, and bring them back home, accept them. They are your family.
Now on to sports. The Kenya national women's volleyball team has prolonged their streak of losses after suffering a defeat of 3-1 against Poland in the current World Championship taking place in Thailand. Poland controlled the match, winning the first set with a score of 25-17, while Kenya managed to secure the second set at 25-15. However, Poland decisively defeated them in the third and fourth sets with scores of 25-15 and 25-14 respectively, concluding the match with a 3-1 victory.
Haijakuwa rahisi. Game imekuwa poa, haijakuwa rahisi vile pa tumeng'ang'ana. Kenye tu imekuwa tu ngumu kidogo ni reception, pa tutang'ang'ana tu nayo. Alafu pia block yetu haijakuwa poa vile.
Hiyo game imekuwa mzuri, although bado hatujapata ile result tunataka. We've just picked a set. We were hoping to go for the 5th set, but unfortunately we didn't pick the 4th, so we could not go for the 5th. And that was our target, that if we could go for the 5th set, tungesukumana nao hata tuone kama tunaweza kuchukua hii game. Although we have learned a lot, tomorrow we are facing Vietnam. There's a lot to do in terms of speed work, in terms of our front and back court defense, and we are going to work on it, because we are in our training tomorrow. we are going to look into that and see how we can. Kama tunaweza anguka na Vietnam tutafurahi.
I'm honest when I don't come here to say, I told you 2 days ago, we were aware it could be difficult. We came here prepared to do our best match. And when we were struggling, we were expecting that this could happen. This is also the reason that we didn't lose our mind, because we knew that this could happen with big respect, and we had just to stay there and to try to do our.
That news regarding Malkia strikers wraps up our live coverage of the news updates right here on Younib TV. Remember, our news team is working around the clock to bring you more developments across the country. Have a wonderful afternoon. My name is Eunice Mutua.